What up, welcome to today's video. I know I said last video that I was going to do a tutorial on 3D, but I think this one is more important. What we're going to do today is talk about hand styles, how to get just your tag looking good. What we're going to do is just start off with the basic sort of alphabetical letters that anyone can do. Then we're going to go through, add a couple of different details to every letter, do some lowercase and some uppercase, see what fits in. Because graffiti is all about just making your tag look good. You can have uppercase and lowercase as long as it all matches and flows and it's all got the same sort of style. So down here we're going to be doing just regular hand style. Just start off with basic. Basic alphabetical letters. And then you can come through and decide, like, do I want to make it a capital H with a capital A, small n, little d, big D. So we'll try it with a H capital. We'll try it with a lowercase. And then you do something like that. That doesn't look really good. And then you do uppercase T with a... There's really no uppercase Y, so... hand style, and then you can come through. That doesn't look good with the lowercase, so you want to do uppercase. I don't really like doing my uppercase N's like that, so I'll just do an N like that. D's are good to do uppercase. Style with the... Here I would do a little T with a bit of a crazier Y. Something like that, and then you can come through and, like, that looks good. I like how that's situating with the letters, so we'll do add a bit of extra flow and movement into the letters like this. Like that. That looks pretty good like that. I always do my E's lowercase too. You can do it with the bigger case E. If you wanted to do a capital E, you can do an E like that. And then we can come through and decide, yep, that looks good like that. So we can add in a couple of wild style sort of additions, take a bit extra time making it look dope. Do some kicks and flares. Add in a lot of style and flow to every letter. Something like that. And then, yep, that looks cool. I know I changed my T, but that suits. When you do a bigger S like this with a T, I always like to do it just a bit shorter so it doesn't cut in and go through the letter. And then, yep, that looks good. So we can then come through again and just get even more crazy with how we're going to make it look in the end. And you can link letters. You can, like, link the A middle to the N. And then you can even come down like that and link that D bit. And then we can come through with the S. Fully link this like that with the T, and then you can link that T top to the Y like that, and then this L you can come down and link in your E, something like that, and come through with a big fat arrow like that on the end. So yeah, that is the basic sort of lettering styles, how you would format your lettering to make it look good. And graffiti is about making letters interlock, match, and kind of just combine what you've got. So you really, when you're doing it, you just want to make sure that you come through, make every letter lock in and have its own spot to fit, so that A bit would come around, follow that H, and this N would flow down, follow that A, and then that bit would just come down. They've all got to match and interlock, and you've just got to find out how they're gonna fit together. So that this Y, I would start right there, bring it down, and then you can swoop that tail, something like that, and then this L again will follow the Y, and that E can just be a big fat finisher. So graffiti is really about locking your letters in. So you've got like a H here, and then an A, and then that is all going to follow. All going to follow the same path, make it fit in. So if you had like my tag, I do a big S, and then I come through with a little E, and then that E follows that T, and then I come through with another E that links to the T, and then finish off with a big R. Kick that R tail coming all the way down like that, and then a big fat T topper that comes down into another arrow as well. And you can do your little additions, like your little star thing, and you can do some strokes, and then you come through with a crown to top it off. So picking your tag is all about choosing the right flow for each letter, so your letters interlock, they match, and you can go over letters. Like you can go over. Say if you had the style, you can come through and overlap letters. But personally, I don't really like to overlap my letters too much in a tag because it gets messy. You kind of can't read it from a quick glance. If you're walking by something or you're driving past something, you want to be able to just read, yep, that's that person, I know that, because I can read it nice and clearly, just like this. You can see every letter. They don't overlap too much. So really just picking a tag that is dope. You know, you can come through, do a little O up here with the P that comes down. You can follow that P with the D, and then that E will go under the P and follow off like that. And you can do your little crown up here. You know, take this video, have a play with it. Try not to overlap too many letters because it does get very messy. Even I'll write messy. I like to use my lowercase m's as well because I'm just made it look cool. So the M links into the E when I do it, and then this S will follow through, not overlap, and then you got another S that would be a bit smaller, you can overlap that, and then my Y would come down and kick off and still sort of follow the same line like that. So not overlapping too many letters is key. And when you get better at it, you can even, I don't see this style very often. It's only for certain situations. If you've got like a thin pole that's just long, then you can come through. You got to work on your downward style, so your tag's going downwards. Alright, so it would be like this. So you've got a thin pole that comes down from somewhere, and it's begging for a tag. So you just got to work on your downward style. Mine will link. I've got mine to link in. Something like that. That would be in a certain situation where you can't do long ways, so you've got to go down, down, and then yeah, so take this video, watch it a few times, start with basic lettering, then come down to add in a little bit of extras, and then a little bit more, and then you can just work your way down the list to get that style and flow that you think looks really good. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're coming through with a lot more content, helping you get to be good at graffiti, I guess. But graffiti is really something you just got to practice with. It takes a long time. There's a lot of people out there that take years to get good. Some people just pick it up really quick and they can do it. Just depends on who you are as a person, how your mind works. You've got to have an artistic sort of mind to be able to pick up that flow and make everything link and match, especially if you're doing pieces, because that needs to all link and match, and the feel is the most important thing. You've got to get your colours looking right. But that's it for this short tutorial. So work on your hand style, get your tag looking good. Hit that comment button down there if you need help with any sort of hand styles. I can come through with a video to help you out. If you're struggling in any other areas too, hit that like button, comment down below, and I'll make a video helping you out. Peace.